sins wash away.
Jordan River, so chilly and cold, entering my body,
but not my soul.
oh Jordan River,
So chilly and cold, enters my body,
remember that morning,
my soul.
and every time
And every time
I
I feel the Spirit moving in me, I want to pray.
hallelujah,
Every
Lord,
time I feel the Spirit moving in me, I want to pray.
oh Jordan River,
River, so chilly and cold,
hallelujah,
enters my
Lord,
body,
yeah, I saw,
Jordan River, so chilly and cold, enters my body.
and every time, I love this man,
And every time I feel the Spirit moving in me, I want to pray. And every time
I love
I
this
feel the Spirit
I love this man, hey, Jordan River, oh,
chilly and cold, enters my
I
body.
don't know about you, that I fall in love every time I hear that second part.
Jordan River, so chilly and cold, enters my body.
This please, come on.
And every time I feel the Spirit moving in me, I want to
Jesus,
pray. And every
I
time
feel
I
it.
feel the Spirit moving in me,
That's what I feel to do. Pray. Oh, Jordan River.
so chilly and cold, enters my body.
Oh, Jordan River.
River, so chilly and cold,
Hallelujah, Lord.
my body.
Yeah. And every time
And every time I feel the Spirit moving in me,
I want to pray.
every time I feel the Spirit
Hey, Jordan. So chilly and
enters my body, but not my soul. Jordan River, I feel the Spirit moving in me, I want to
hallelujah, hallelujah.
every time I feel the Spirit moving in me, I want to pray.
Jordan River, chilly and cold.
River, chilly and cold.
Oh, Jordan River, chilly and cold.
Jordan River, chilly and cold.
Oh, Jordan River, chilly and cold.
River, chilly and cold.
Oh, Jordan River, chilly and cold.
Jordan River, chilly and cold.
Oh, chill my body, not my soul.
Jordan River, chilly and cold.
I wonder if you know that one. Hey,
Jordan River,
that's an old one. Jordan River, chilly and cold.
Jordan River, chilly and cold.
Oh, Jordan River, chilly and cold.
Jordan River, chilly and cold.
Oh, Jordan River, chilly and cold. Chilly and cold.
Jordan River, chilly and cold.
Chill my body, not my soul.
River, chilly and cold.
Oh, chill my body, not my soul.
Jordan River, chilly and cold.
Oh, Jordan River, chilly and cold.
Jordan River, chilly and cold.
Oh, Jordan River, chilly and cold.
Jordan River, chilly and cold.
Chill my body, not my soul.
Jordan River, chilly and cold.
Oh, Jordan, Jordan, Jordan River.
Jordan River, chilly and cold.
Can I get some feet?
Jordan River, chilly and cold.
That's foundation. This is where I come from. Oh, Lord. Hey, Jordan River, chilly and cold. Oh, Jordan River, chilly and cold.
Hi, what's up, TNT? This is Wayne Johnson out of Brooklyn, New York. I always wanted to do something back home, and we're going to be doing our gospel segment on Mondays from 10 p.m. to 12 midnight. That's 10 p.m. to 12 midnight on 91.9 FM. Listen what I want you to do. Spread the word. Spread the word, TNT. Salvation, full and free. Salvation is for everybody. Mondays from 10 p.m. to 12 midnight. That's 10 p.m. to 12 midnight on 91.9 FM.
Police, good day. Officer Best Price here. Johnny Q Auto Parts Division.
Yes, sir.
I'm here to investigate an assault on batteries.
Excuse me, sir?
Is it true? You have batteries selling for $488?
Yes. Power Master, Optima, Vata, and Megastar batteries.
So I could buy a battery for $488?
Yes, sir. For cars, trucks, and boats. Backed and distributed by Massey Automotive.
Which part?
Right here at Johnny Q Hardware and Auto Parts Division, 15 Arrowbita Avenue, Woodbrook. And our new Johnny Q Superstore, located at Lowlands Mall off Claude Noel Highway in Tobago. You could call 63 Tools.
All right. Thanks, boss. Nah, man. Granny, do you have $488 to lend, man?
This Saturday, the earliest days of soca will be featured liming with the live wires.
Soca!
And we put the spotlight on the greatest road match champion ever, Super Blues. The earliest days of soca inside Calypso History Month, right here on the street 919 FM. Share the live.
The Huddle Room reopens in partnership with Maracas Bake and Shock on Monday, October 18th. That's right, seaside flavor is in Central. Bake and Shock, aloo pies, kingfish, shrimp, and a daily menu of lunchtime favorites like stew chicken, macaroni pie, curry chicken, pilau, and so much more. Follow the Huddle Room and taste Maracas on social media. Bake and Shock is served from 10 a.m. and lunches from 11 a.m. We'll see you and your taste buds on Monday. The Huddle Room and Maracas Bake and Shock, the best of both worlds.
Tune in to the Street 919 FM every Friday from 9:15 a.m. to 9:30 a.m. with Kingdom Health Services, situated at number 91 Eastern Main Road in St. Augustine. For the program, Health and Healing, merging the old with the new with Brent Diet. For more information, call 318-7471 or 484-0141 or 360-4100. It's all about Kingdom Health Services on the Street 919 FM.
What is Apex? It is the pinnacle of high-performance vision through a lens. It's clarity, no matter what angle you look at. It's comfort, no matter what you do all day, every day. And it's customized, with every digital measurement your eyes require to see at their very best. Apex Digital Lenses by Value Optical, the ultimate lens design for your eyes. Value Optical, expert care for your eyes.
Ikaro, I am Alatumishe Ifabamishe Aganki, better known as MC Duke, and every Monday between the hours of 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. I host a show called Orisha, The Way of Life, right here on the Sheet 919 FM, where I have guests passing through from the Orisha Ifa Baptist Diaspora to educate, edify, and inform you, the listening public, about Orisha Ifa practices. So remember to tune in every Monday between the hours of 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. for Orisha, The Way of Life.
Pastor Hannah A. Parbu of Holy Spirit Ministries will be live on the Street 919 FM every first and third Wednesday from 11:15 a.m. to 11:45 a.m. In the scripture, Matthew 19, verse 26, the Bible says, "But Jesus looked at them and said to them, with men this is impossible, but with God all things are possible." Pastor Hannah is here to motivate you, challenge you, encourage you to walk in your purpose and destiny God has for you. For prayer and counseling, call Pastor Hannah at 728-5197.
He heals me when I'm broken. Strength where I've been weak. Forever he'll reign.
This is Bishop Aaron Williams from the Divine Problem Solving International Ministries, inviting you to be part of our broadcast on any given Thursday night from 12 midnight right on to 5 a.m. on Friday morning. And this broadcast is called Early Morning Gospel Market Program. Then we have on Tuesday from 12 noon to 1 p.m. the Holy Ghost Gospel Pharmacy. If you are sick and ailing, you can get from this particular pharmacy, from the pharmacist, the good things of life. Hallelujah. And any Saturday from 10 a.m. to 12 noon, break into the host of the Philistines. Hallelujah. If you are sick and tired of being sick and tired, hearing the babel of false doctrines that you encounter daily, it's about time you get close to God, God's word, direct from his throne room, in the name of Jesus.
God has good plans for his people. Why do you worry so much?
Tune in to the the Street 919 FM for Gospel in the Bone Ministry every Sunday from 7:05 a.m. to 8:55 a.m. For the program, God's Last Warning Message. Hosea chapter 4 says, "Hear the word of the Lord, ye children of Israel. For the Lord hath a controversy with the inhabitants of the land, because there is no truth, nor mercy, nor knowledge of God in the land. By swearing and lying and killing and stealing and committing adultery, they break out, and blood toucheth blood." Remember, every Sunday from 7:05 a.m. to 8:55 a.m. for the program God's Last Warning Message with Gospel in the Bones Ministry, right here on the Street 919 FM.
The journey's almost
The views expressed are not necessarily the views of the management of the Street 919 FM.
Share the live. Share the live. The Street 919 FM on Facebook and Instagram. Share the live. Iowa George on Instagram. Share the live. Iowa TV and Street TV on YouTube. Share the live. The Street 919 FM.
Yo, this is your boy Ziggy Rankin, and right now you're listening to the Titans of Democracy. You don't know. Real talk.
Well, a pleasant good morning to each and everyone, and welcome to this edition of the Titans of Democracy right here on the Street 919 FM. Let me thank them, the Father, for bringing me here safe, sound, and all together in one piece. A pleasant good morning going out to my entire family. Good morning to the lovely Miss Sharon Felix, Mr. Dominic Romaine, and their entire families. Good morning to you, all our callers, all our listeners, to all of our viewers online. For those of you that are locked on via whatever mechanism that you are, know that it's always good to have you guys on the inside with us. Let me also say pleasant good morning going on to the management and staff of the Street 919 FM. Good morning to Mr. Iwer George and his entire family. Tobago. Good morning to my friends and family in Tobago. Hope you guys are locked on. Someone can indicate for me and let me know if you all are locked on, right? If not, I need to do the needful. So, at this time, before the lovely Miss Sharon Felix comes in, I'm going to open up the lines. We're going to take a few calls. You can give your morning greetings. So, okay. So you can, wow. You can call me up at 342-0081 and 466-5391. Caller, good morning.
Bruce, good morning to you, my dear.
Morning.
How are you doing, Bruce?
I did cool, you know me.
Well, but what I can say, thank God to see another day, Bruce.
Yes.
I'm just there looking at tricks, and I'm sure you're looking at tricks also too, Bruce. Bruce, honestly, say what, Bruce. As always and say, my Prime Minister, my Member of Parliament for Diego Martin West, we'll always support him because we know you are a strong person, Bruce. You understand me?
Yes.
Right? I know that. Bruce, well, you have a good one, Bruce.
You too, my dear. Take care.
Okay, bye-bye. Yeah.
Yes. Caller, good morning.
Well, praise the Lord. Glory, hallelujah. Thank you, Jesus, for a new day. To my brother Bruce Wayne, my adopted brother, a pleasant good morning to you. Also, my brother Dominic, a pleasant good morning. And to my adopted sister Sharon Felix, a good morning to you also. May God bless and keep you all. To Trinidad and Tobago, blessed morning in Jesus' name. To our beloved Prime Minister, blessed good morning to you in Jesus' name. And continue to do a great work for Trinidad and Tobago. We love you and we thank God for you. Blessed love to everyone, Trinidad and Tobago. Peace out. Peace and love. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Take care. So guys, you can call me up. We have the lines open at this time. 342-0081 466-5391. Caller, good morning.
Hello.
Good morning.
Morning, Bruce.
Morning.
Tobago.
Hi.
Tobago is on air, but what we are having is a past program from Aisha Wells months ago.
Okay, I'll contact the guy over there to let him sort it.
All right, thank you so much.
No problem. Thanks for calling. Caller, good morning.
Morning, Brucey.
Morning.
Good morning to the people of W. Omira. Good morning to my family. Good morning to all the people of Iwer Church Station and all God's blessing on Trinidad and Tobago. Good morning to my beloved Prime Minister and his family also. God bless. Have a blessed one, my darling, and enjoy safe. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen. Thank you. Caller, good morning.
Wake up, everybody. No more sleeping in bed. Only wake up. Only just a lazy head. Morning to everybody. Morning, Bruce. Morning, Sharon. Good morning, everybody. Dominic, good morning. Good morning, Patricia. Good morning, girlfriend. Good morning, Miss Jean. Morning, the people of Bonnet Gardens and Monko, Kumanoga. Jackie and Jackie Jenny. Good morning, the Bataya. Good morning, Miss Faizabad. Everybody, Miss Friday, everybody, good morning. And may the good Lord bless and keep each and every one of us. Remember my mantra. Give something to somebody today and say nothing. Help somebody, love somebody, and, God is love. So take care now. Come on, get up. God.
Yeah, man. Caller, good morning. Morning.
Praise be the Lord, hallelujah. Praise be the Lord. Praise be the Lord, hallelujah. Praise be the Lord. Thank you.
Thank you. Three 342-0081-466-5391. Those are my numbers. You can call me up. Yes. At this morning at 7 o'clock. Yes, in the 7 o'clock hour, we'll be having a rebroadcast of the Prime Minister's speech from last night. Caller, good morning.
First love to you, Mr. Bruce Wayne, and your family.
Morning.
Praise the Lord to be in the land of the living once more to see another day. Blessed love to Dominic and his family also, and Miss Sharon Felix and family. Blessed love to the Prime Minister and his family. Hold on to that balance with Prime Minister. Blessed love to the titan of the family of this radio station, Mr. Iwer George, and his family, my surrounding. Pastor Nova Beacom to Macaque Paradise Side. Let's keep that faith. Hold on. Yes. And I want Trinidad and Tobago, as my Prime Minister says, be aware, because Satan is trying all out to see because cut down by Prime Minister and his colleagues, but Jesus is in control. And Mr. Bishwin, we just need to have that. Yes, dangerousness is passing through, but love, let us keep that love. Right? Now, no blessed love to you, my dear. Shak lady, blessed love. Oh my God, each and every one. Hold on to that balance for you. Okay, I go on until, right?
Yes, my dear, take care.
Nice.
Caller, good morning.
Good morning, Batman.
Hi, good morning, my friend. How are you this morning?
Well, I'm alive.
Nice.
Yeah, you weren't hearing me for some time, eh?
Yes.
But I feel you know why.
Yeah.
However, I want to wish everyone a happy time. And, like I'm losing it, yes. Oh, God, this whole age, 73 years.
Man, you're losing it, man.
Right. I want to tell everybody, get vaccinated. It has reached my home. My daughter, no, my son-in-law, my two loving grandsons, 12 and 13. I pray that the Lord would cover you all and that you all won't get it. I wish I could be there with you all, but I can't be there with you and my husband at the same time. God knows exactly what He has in store for us. No one knows what tomorrow is bringing. Bless everyone. Thank you. Bye. I listen all the time, though.
Yes.
You hear, Bruce?
Yes, my dear.
Okay, thank you. Yeah.
Take care. Come on, guys, call me up, because you know when we start... Caller, good morning.
Good morning to my brother, Bruce Wayne.
Hey, morning, my brother. How you doing?
I'm okay, man. Very good this morning. Good morning to my the lovely Sharon Felix, wherever you are. I hope you come on soon. Safe and sound just in a while. My brother, Dominic. I would like to say good morning to all taxi drivers this morning, all teachers, all lawyers, all public servants, all garbage collectors. Everybody wake up. Good morning. The blessed is the good day what the Lord has created. I would like to tell my goodly Prime Minister this morning, very good speech last night. You're making the people aware of what it is going on. You understand? A lot of evil and a lot of negativity is coming around this country. A lot of raciality hidden. A lot of hidden agenda with raciality behind is playing in this country. I would like to thank my goodly Prime Minister for a job well done. Expose these people. Talk to the people, let us know the truth and the facts about what is going on in our country, right? Because we are right now, Satan is busy and he roaming the earth and he just looking to distract and cause chaos and mayhem. So you continue doing a very good job, Mr. Prime Minister, right? And making the people aware of what it is going on. Bruce, I will call back a little later. Thank you, my brother.
Yeah, man. Take care. Caller, good morning.
Blessed morning to you, my brother.
Morning. How you doing?
Morning to Sharon. Morning to Dominic. And by extension, the titans of democracy. Those that could do with the want. They could do with the want the time longer than time. After last night, I wonder if Trinidadians really see what's going on in this place. The deep demonic people. They never loved this country. Never ever, and I wouldn't stop saying it. They was always a taxpayers' money. Great is the pain, and we will always prevail. Rules are locked on as usual.
Yeah, man.
You have a safe and blessed day.
Take care.
Morning, Mommy Sauce. Shack lady. Morning to everybody in Trinidad and Tobago. Lockdown as usual, my brother. God. Wicked.
Caller, good morning.
Uncle Brucey, morning, how you doing?
Hey, morning. I day cool. How you doing this morning?
I'm very, very good by God's grace, man.
Nice.
Good hearing you all. Auntie Sharon, bring that cup of tea and get ready. Uncle Bruce is waiting on you. I know you have plenty to say. Our Prime Minister, with them. Prime Minister, that your grandfather left behind for you. Continue to use it on those oppositions. With them, and let Trinidad and Tobago know what we are up against. I call back when I see Sharon get on here, Uncle Brucey.
No problem.
Right, good man, bless him.
Yeah, man. Caller, good morning.
Good morning to my darling sweetheart.
Morning, mother, morning.
How you doing today?
I day cool. How you doing this morning?
Me, I doing good.
Nice.
I don't want to bring my business on the radio. I'm fine. You don't stop fine. You understand?
Yes.
So I want to say good morning to my darling daughter, Sharon Phillips, and all the grandchildren and great-grandchildren over there. And Mr. Chad, and everybody over there. All on a good morning. They make room for somebody else. Brucey,
yes, my dear.
have a blessed day.
You too. Take care. Caller, good morning.
Brother, good morning.
Morning.
How are you this morning?
I day cool, man. How about you?
I'm alive and say thank God that we are here to face another day.
Yes.
And of the living. So, I must say, Dominic, good morning. My male guru, good morning. My female guru, Jenny, good morning. And mother, good morning. And everybody in Tobago, Mr. Grandmother, everybody. Bruce,
oui.
You know why it is I have to give this government kudos? A man called me to make all day work. Bruce, when I had 2 trucks. In Trinidad and Tobago, you see them 10-wheeler truck you see on the road? They are allowed, at one time, when you import these trucks, they are supposed to carry, some of them are 15 yards, some are 13 yards, some maybe 17. The other man with one of the largest fleet of white ones in Trinidad and Tobago used to pave all the roads. He buying them, you run by Neil and Marcy, so he getting them. He had a thing in licensing office because you have to get approval to get these trucks to come to Trinidad.
Right.
If you don't get the approval, you can't get to run on the road because of the weight they are supposed to carry.
Right.
So this man was buying them by Neil and Marcy, so he was getting them something like 15 yards or 17 yards because he was an association in licensing office, a body that he had to apply to. He was part of that body. Right? But we have a new Minister of Works and Transport. Today, and you imagine that in them time, our Works and Transport person most likely was like me and you. These fellas was importing these trucks, and I had to say, well, I've gone down. The Minister of Works and Wassa, I had to give him kudos because apparently these two fellas working together. Today, hear what they're telling me. All the men and them who the truck license to carry 13 or 15 yards. These one of these truck raise the size of the truck to carry 19 and 20 yards. You understand what I'm telling you?
Yeah.
They increase it by twice amount. So therefore the road, what they cater for on the road, you increase it. So you put in pressure on the road and on Wassa. Right? And on top of that, you're carrying more weight. So if your chances of getting an accident is greater. A man called me Monday, come. When you do check the right license of the truck, you carrying 19 yards, but you only supposed to carry 13. So you have to cut down on the tray. Today, you understand what I'm telling you? Today, because of the licensing office, all these trucks on the road now start to do what is considered. So you understand why the road mash up?
Yeah.
So now they know with this new Works and Transport, they now catch themselves because they're pulling them over and weigh them, and they have to pay. So now they cut down the tree and cut down the size. So long time when a man come by and tell you he's selling you 10 yard of gravel, it's really 8 yard he carrying, but he's charging it for 10. You understand my logic, Bruce Wayne? Enjoy your day, my brother.
Thank you. Okay, so I'll take one more call. Caller, good morning.
Good morning, Bruce Wayne, brother.
Hey, big brother, how you doing?
everything cool boy, father boy. So by the time everything gets trained and it's rocket them. Roads, if you see the roads in the back in Carson Field and all them places on them, because that way are the density of the people who own the trucks on them. All the roads smash up. So you see everything in China is a racket and corruption. And this is the pushback that Dr. Rowley have been doing. And I was waiting to see what Black Man going to do to Black Man in the 6th of December in Tobago, you know, because Black Man said they love Black Man. Because if Black Man is 99% of Black Man in Tobago, and that is the Black brother, first Tobago, then they get a second term, and he have done the more triple the amount that the great A&R Robinson did, with a little budget. So we go see how much Black Man love Black Man, because the next option is a disgusting human being, and an uneducated one too. So go see. I love you. We go see how much we love one another, right?
Yeah, man.
That is all I waiting on to see, brother. Morning to everybody.
So guys, at this time, I'm going to get into our online papers for today, Wednesday, the 20th of October, 2021. Okay, so Shara will not be with us this morning, and we have the Prime Minister's speech that's coming up at 7 o'clock. So we're going to get right into it. So in the Express this morning, headlines in the Express: vote and go. Speaker lays down rules for president impeachment motion tomorrow. No debate. Okay. Driver's permit on a bus. And more jitters in this city. So let's get on the inside and see what's taking place. So, guidelines for MPs. Vote and go. Just vote and leave. No amendment, no debate. This, in a nutshell, is what the guidelines described as the procedure for the conduct of electoral college meeting. Hold on. Get in quickly. Right. Okay, so that, I don't know what they have there, but I'm seeing something different here. So, just vote and leave, no amendment, no debate. This, in a nutshell, right, is the guidelines described as the procedure for the conduct of the Electoral College meeting tomorrow on the impeachment motion in the chamber of the House of Representatives. Okay. Kamala writes President to pause the process. The opposition is not backing down in its bid to remove President Paul Weeks from office. In fact, by a letter dated October 18, 2021, opposition leader Kamala Persad-Bissessar wrote to the president stating that she must pause the process of appointing a new police service commission, PLSC, as she has lost moral and ethical grounds to continue the process. Port of Spain is a mad place. Port of Spain is a mad place. As long as it's Port of Spain, it's tense moments for truckers. It has been like that for a number of years in the capital city. Okay. Bullet in face after dispute. A Mayara man was shot and killed following an argument with a man on Sunday afternoon. 5 Trinis nabbed after bank robbery in Karakou. Well, I'm watching these stories more than a day old. Siniland, $40 million to repair roads across the country. Mark calls for probe into First Citizens' bizarre transactions. Minority Leader Wade Mark yesterday called for the firing of the First Citizens Bank board and its CEO for making available US $65 million to two, hold on, let's see what they're saying here, to 2 closely related and connected companies. And these are the stories that are making way in the Express at this time. So over to the Newsday. Police device at parkade meant to stir panic. Gopi Singh, government managing pandemic poorly. Udicott, Red House leak will be fixed. PDP deputy leader, we have the best candidates for Tobago. 8 more deaths, 138 more COVID-19 cases. Senator C. Prasad, need for transformation. Leak in Red House roof wets Senator Cox in budget debate. Wanted man gunned down in St. Madeleine. Fire service called for smoking compressor in Central Bank. CEO NCRHA has given 243,610 COVID-19 vaccine jabs. Movietong boss calls for 11 p.m. curfew. Tobago COVID-19 death toll climbs to 93. Cabinet to approve restructuring of loss HDC, yes. Licensing division launches mobile office. That's cool. PDP reveals its 15 candidates for December 6th THA election. Murder victim's father warns of crazy youths. House sits to debate motion against president. Paris Ram, 150 inspections done at TT safe zones. Excellent. Young, green light given on Manatee project. Mark, PSC, COP, calamity turns away investors. Imbud hopes for full reopening in 2022. LIDA demands forensic audit into $1.2 billion Tobago airport. And those are the stories that are making way in the Newsday. So as we head over to the Guardian, headlines in the Guardian, lucky escape. To escape death as light aircraft goes down in Piarco farmland. PM urges Kamla to withdraw motion against president. Prime Minister Dr. Keith Rowley last night answered the 9 questions which opposition leader Kamla Prasad Bisesa raised on matters concerning the president and the Police Service Commission. And he's called on Prasad Bisesa to withdraw tomorrow's motion to try to remove the president. PDP completes election slate. Woman starts NGO to help cerebral palsy victims. 5 Tobagonians arrested for Grenada bank robbery. Opposition leader condemns PM's imps, pimps and chimps comment. DPP yet to decide on findings of alleged torture of Bharat murder suspects. Speaker outlines guidelines for motion against president. Known robber shot dead in St. Madeleine. 2 staff members of Princess Town East Secondary COVID positive. Young adult female dies from COVID. Gopi Singh returns to Parliament, says Dial Singh and team must go. Jacob, probe into parkade explosion continues. Property tax must be fair, equitable, says Senator. Pharmacy board, medication for severe ailment unavailable. Minister, Wassa, TNTech badly in need of a rate review. Parliament prepares for historic motion against president. And these are the stories that are making way in the Guardian, the Express, and the Newsday at this time. So guys, at this time, what I'll do, I'm going to open back up the lines to receive some of your calls while I prepare for the Prime Minister's speech, which comes up in about 20 minutes' time. We'll have a rebroadcast of the Prime Minister's speech yesterday. So you can call me up at 342-0081-466-5391. Let me say a pleasant good morning to each and everyone on Facebook and at the Street 919 FM's Facebook page, also on YouTube at Iwer TV, live broadcast on the Street 919 FM. Yes, I'm seeing you guys there. Pleasant good morning to each and everyone. So Tobago, I think you guys are supposed to be locked on now. So guys, call me up 342-0081-466-5391. Caller, good morning.
Morning, my brother.
Morning.
Bruce, I was listening to the caller earlier on and he was talking about voting for your brother and he a black man and Bruce, that ain't going to go down like that in Tobago, you know. They believe Watson Duke is more brother to them than Dr. Rowley, you know. And they don't care if Watson Duke is going to take that vote and give it to Kamala Disasa, you know. Remember, I am telling you that, you know. No matter what Dr. Rowley is doing in Tobago for them, mark my word and watch them, and you will see for your own self how they sing down there, you know. You understand? Because what's in that Fiji talk that Tobago and Trinidad is separation, you know. That is the talk he has given the impression, you know. And when he in Trinidad, he stand up for workers in Trinidad and Tobago. He's the best thing, you know. And he's pushing separation in down there, you know. All you just take a look, wait and take a look and all you see for your own self, you know. No, what are the kind of thing that this Prime Minister was trying to uplift Tobago with? No other Prime Minister in Tobago, in Trinidad and Tobago, ever did that. What this man doing? None. Name one. Name one project on the Kamala Disasa Bushfield for me that she was doing for the people of Tobago. You know what she was doing? She was insulting the people of Tobago as a Prime Minister. In the head of the THA, she was insulting. She don't want to have no meeting with them. Make cabinet at the side to do Tobago business. And he had the people who supposed to be running Tobago business. And these people Who do you think Watson going back with? Watson coming with the piano? Or they will be surprised. But all they will get the devil all they're looking for. And the devil all they're looking for, but treat all the right way you want to treat all the when you get for. You see how you just see them in Tobago in Trinidad and PSA? The insult and the treatment you just give PSA workers them. And the paying the PSA, all the way. Have a blessed day.
I disagree. I don't think that is going to happen at all. Caller, good morning.
Good boss, the boss Wayne.
Yeah, man, go ahead.
Felix, Dominic, loyal listeners and callers, all who on the live. Apparently, like the opposition who want to run the government from on the opposition bench and write the script for everybody to tell the population what she would like to hear from them. If you was watching you. You want to tell the president this is what should have happen in the matter? You want to tell Dr. Rowley this about the budget? About the budget? You want to tell people this is how they should be going about the business of Trinidad and Tobago? Miss Pizza, you're in opposition, you're not in government. Is what the government doing right now for the people of Trinidad and Tobago. And here, yesterday, Brother Sterling said the right way. Which Bundong, Trinidad and Tobago, Bundong, you will bring it out of the ashes? What development in Trinidad and Tobago you could put your finger to that you did in Trinidad and Tobago? And Ms. Bissessa, what kind of foolishness are they trying to ram down people's mind? Eh? I began to send I outside here a long time ago, Miss Bissessa. And here what? Well, they never care for Trinidad and Tobago. All the development in Trinidad and Tobago is done by the PNM. All you have to take that in all the pipe and smoke it. This is what's going on in Trinidad and Tobago. Reality. Face it. People of Trinidad and Tobago, especially Africans. All they do nothing for Africans. Here with this one, Bruce. When I was growing up, you see the center was the activity in the community. No centers there. If you was watching you, there's multiple facilities you really have to put in these communities for it to be active then. If you was watching you, but listen to watching you. They bring a poster, electrician, a plumber, a welder in the community center at the time. You know what the government have now? My tap technology center. If you was watching me now, it's an excuse for youth not to have a trade in Trinidad and Tobago, and all was done by the PNM. If you was watching you, people get with Bruce. Tell me, as she have a limit. I love to hear that callers. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Caller, good morning. Hello. Hello, caller, morning.
Morning again, bro.
Yeah, my brother, go ahead.
Her performance wasn't easy. And mental illness is a serious case. When she was there was box drain. after box training, I will apologize. This lady's sick. She needs treatment. The new thing now, she's sitting down. And according to her, it's like she was in a boxing ring. It never was about country. Never, ever. Man, she will go down in the book, the Guinness Book of Records as the worst opposition in any part of this world. It's money gone, money gone, money gone, money gone, money gone. They leave the treasury empty. People forgetting. It was only 3 days. They had money in the treasury to run this country. We can't forget these things, my brother. We cannot forget these things. And she had to pay. Remember, she wanted to build a floating jail. I hope she reached there. Locked on as usual. These people is pure haters. Never about country. Locked on as usual, my brother. You stay safe.
Thank you, caller. Caller, morning.
Lucy,
Morning.
notice like I saw they put out article passport warning for about 26 countries. You got into that yet?
I've heard about it. I didn't.
Apparently there will be some new changes in this passport. You understand? I'm not looking at it there. So I wonder if you catch up on that yet. And they recognize 26 countries. You understand, Bruce?
Yeah.
Yes. But Bruce, you don't find the opposition leader, who the opposition leader does remind you? You know, you ever hear the word Donald Trump? You ever hear the word Donald Trump, Bruce? Yeah, you have a right to laugh. She does remind me of Donald Trump, Bruce. Have a good one.
Thank you. So, guys, we're getting ready to go for the break in just a bit, and we'll be right back. Keep it locked.
Watch it now. Trouble now. Say that them a bad man, but them not know about it. Not know about it. And say that them a gangster, but them not know about it. Hey, gangster not rob old people. Gangster and pretty thief careful. Gangster not take things out of people. Gangster never pray evil. You're not bad. To your score blue face. You're not better than Scarface shoes lace. Real bad man not catch no rape case. Real bad man never broke school. Them ask question me answer. So make me tell them who is gangster. Bob Marley him a gangster. Marcus Garvey him a gangster. Martin Luther King him a gangster. Tupac Shakur and Garnet Silk them a gangster. Abu Bakr is a gangster. So where you take up badness for? Say you a bad man and your mama still a my yard. Boy, you a idiot. Say that them a bad man, but them not know about it. Alliance win. No matter how you try, not every man will like you. Whoa. No matter how you try, them still not gonna fight you. Well, hold on now. Make me tell you a thing. Bad mind is a hell of a thing. Damn. Them watch your life you live in. But them not see how we work hard. Them not see the struggle every day. Say they wanna, you know the cliche. Why put your business all on display and them not go nowhere? Success talk, better move silent. Bad mind people are pre-violence, and them are pre all your finance. Gotta keep everything like pirates. Boy, the Bible say beware them, you know. Wolf in a sheep clothing, them a come for you. A spiritual warfare, you know. Judge on the boss here, you know. Every youth want to sing about gun. Every youth want to sing about gun. Which one of them better than I? A lie. How much gun them ever buy? They lie. Who have more guns than I? But I was my one for the most high. Me nah go court testify. Tell them this giant when you go and die. You know me waist and me not shy. Big bad, deep lantern. Alright then, righteousness man a free. None of them fool them not better than me. If you think you're bad with your tree, come test the most high your dead image. Alright then.
Sign up and save with Green Dot. When you subscribe to any of our broadband packages, you get 30% off the installation fee, allowing you to stream your favorite shows on any of your devices. Update your social media accounts and connect with friends and family. Stay on top of the class with online learning sessions, or keep your team in the loop with virtual meetings, all at an affordable price. This is a limited time offer, so don't wait. Call 224-GDOT today to sign up and save with Green Dot, improving and simplifying lives.
But when you think of mortgage, it's like a daunting feeling. I remember dealing with the rep, and it wasn't a judgmental process. She said, you can consolidate this, you can start to clear this off. It was really a comfortable feeling. It was a humane experience. So that gave me the confidence to say, yes, I can do this.
At TTMF, we're not just a mortgage company. We are your mortgage partner. TTMF, from here to home.
Hey, the Tobago Blue Food Festival is back, and this year we introduce curbside pickup. Take a drive up to Palaclouvier, Bloody Bay and Lansformy on Sunday, October 24, where village vendors will be on site to provide you with your favorite blue food dishes. I'm telling you, just call and place your order in advance, then go collect. It's that simple. You can also look out for the blue food signage at each pickup location. I'm telling you, for more information on the menus, locations for pickup, and contact details, please visit the Tobago Festivals Commission Limited's Facebook page using the handle @Tobago Festivals. Don't you miss it. Once you love your blue food, you can't miss this.
Hi, this is Nikki Crosby with a message for you. People always ask me, why you get vaccine? Well, many reasons. Because I like saving my life, my husband's life, your life. Because I love people. Because I want to work with children again. Because I want to fat. So whatever your reason, let we all do our part and vaccinate TNT.
Turn your lights down low and listen to the Master's Radio.
The Church of the Firstborn Assembly of number 399 Eastern Main Road, Guayco, Sangre Grande, is pleased to present Pastors Morris and Agnes Johnson and guest. Sundays, Tuesdays, and Friday night, Sunday Ministry of Worship, Children Hour, and the Word from 1 p.m. to 6 p.m. Tuesdays, see Jesus in every book of the Bible from Genesis to Revelation from 9 p.m. and Friday night, 9 p.m. to 5 a.m. All night prayer for our nation. Tell your neighbors, tell your friends, tell everyone. For further information, visit with us at www.churchofthefirstbornassembly.org or on Facebook. Email us at church668hope@gmail.com or call us at 753-1113 or 236-7271. Your free gifts and offerings will be greatly appreciated at Church of the Firstborn Assembly, account number 795222 at the First Citizens Bank.
Get in touch with God. Turn your radio on.
Hi,
This is Nicole Huggins. Join me every Monday morning on the Street 919 FM from 9:05 a.m. to 9:55 a.m. Let's talk about lifestyle diseases as affects you today and how we can improve your health with healthy solutions. Call Health and Well Lifestyle with Nicole Huggins at 1-868-288-1108 or 1-868-275-8359. See you there.
Len Capital Certificates is a business consultant company that provides a passive income service. Through our partnership perquisites, we allow customers the possibility to earn interest monthly or yearly by purchasing one of our precious gem packages. These precious gem packages are exclusively available only at Len Capital. These precious gem packages are Opal, Emerald, Ruby, Sapphire, and Diamond. So, call us today at 376-LEN or 376-5366 for more information. And remember, at Len Capital, it's all about you.
I had to tell you, thank you so much for all those cases of youth juice that you have been bringing for me over the months. I feel so rejuvenated. I feel strong. I feel healthy. I strongly believe in this product. I believe youth juice saved me from contracting COVID. Trust me. With the turmeric, the ginger, the ginseng, all that for your healthy body. It helps you with your immune system. I truly believe that. Look, I have not gotten the cold ever since. This juice is the best ever.
Try U-Juice today. Available at leading supermarkets nationwide. For order online at ujuiceroots.com for free delivery.
Share the live. Share the live. The Street 919 FM on Facebook and Instagram. Share the live. Iowa George on Instagram. Share the live. Iowa TV and Street TV on YouTube. Share the live. The Street 919 FM.
So welcome back, guys. At this time, we'll have a rebroadcast of the Prime Minister's speech from San Fernando yesterday. So keep it locked to the Street 919 FM. For the next hour, we'll be listening to our Prime Minister.
Good night, San Fernando. Good night to the people of Trinidad and Tobago represented here in the Southland. Permit me to acknowledge all my cabinet colleagues. We have very little time, so I won't go through any details, but I want to tonight specially welcome the first citizen of San Fernando, Mr. Mayor, Alderman Junior Regrello, and his companion, Mrs. Joan Yule Williams, my other cabinet colleagues. I guess by now you all understand that there can't be a PNM meeting anywhere without Joan Yule Williams. And on my stage, on my left, I have our young people of the PNM. We have Senator Laurel Izama chairing our meeting tonight, young Mr. Brian Manning, and of course, the not so young, well, he says the youngest, Senator Rohan Sinanan. Ladies and gentlemen, the PNM team is here to educate the people of Trinidad and Tobago. And that is why I'll spend the few minutes I have very quickly going through answering some questions for you. As you know, Cabinet normally meets on a Thursday. So on Thursday morning, we ought to have been going to have Cabinet, but I am now ordered to Parliament to lead my team into the Parliament because come Thursday morning, in Trinidad and Tobago, the world would know that the leader of the opposition has moved a motion to remove the President of Trinidad and Tobago from office. So the entire Parliament, the House and the Senate will assemble on Thursday morning. We know it is to vote on whether the President should be sent down to be determined to be removed from office. The opposition leader and her imps, pimps, shimps, all of them think they come into debate to scandalize the President. They think so. They don't even know the law. The law makes no provision on Thursday for any debate on the conduct of the President. But as the Attorney General would have pointed out to you, your Attorney General, all the people of Trinidad and Tobago, your Attorney General pointed out to you that your President acted quite properly, even though she had something to say, something very important. And notwithstanding being needled and insulted by Tom, Dick, and some Harrys, She kept her peace. She waited for the court to rule on the matter, and then she reported to the nation and dealt with one or two of the matters that some people felt needed an answer. So the president spoke on Sunday. The prime minister spoke on Saturday. And after those two responses from the two office holders who were under relentless attack from people who did not share the room during the period of time that was under consideration, the opposition that is calling for the president to be removed from office analyze what was said by the prime minister, analyze what was said by Her Excellency the President, and they responded to you, the population. You know what they did that? The leader of that grouping of citizens placed 9 questions arising out of the responses from the Prime Minister and the President. Tonight, I want to answer all 9 questions. And then you will tell me whether we should spend our Thursday morning in the Parliament to go and try to remove the President from office. Because the 9 questions, one would assume, are the issues that left remaining, exercising the concerns of the opposition. Question number 1. When specifically did Rowley, that is me, when specifically did Rowley advise the Police Service Commission that he had lost faith in the Commissioner of Police? Answer, sometime last year. 2, what caused his loss of faith? His good judgment and understanding. 3, did he only write the chairman or all members of the commission? I wrote the chairman under the understanding that she was chairing a commission, and if I wrote the chairman, I in effect wrote the commission. 4, did Attorney General Faris Al-Rawi know of this letter or was kept in the dark by his Prime Minister? No minister in my cabinet is ever in the dark. 5, did the cabinet agree to undermine the process, or was this totally the Prime Minister's action? No action of the cabinet involved any undermining of anything. The only time the cabinet got anywhere near this matter is when we got legal opinion obtained by the National Security Council, which is a sub-unit of the cabinet, and that legal opinion was taken to the cabinet, and the cabinet advised the Minister of National Security to advise the Police Service Commission of the opinion of eminent senior counsel. There was no undermining involved there. 6, what other action against the Commissioner of Police was undertaken? Ask the Police Service Commission. 7, how many other interferences have Rowley made over the last year since sending the loss of confidence letter? Well, the interface between the Prime Minister's office, the President, and the Police Service Commission, for that matter, is never interference. It is interfacing in the highest tradition of the Commonwealth of Trinidad. Right? 8, was confidential information about the Police Service Commission being shared between the Office of the President and the Prime Minister? Well, I would presume that conversations between the Prime Minister and the President on any matter is confidential until either officer decides to make it otherwise. But since talking about sharing confidential matter, in all the rah-rah that was going on, I saw a member of the commission writing a letter to the chairman of the commission about business of the commission where he had an opinion, and sending that to a person who had sued the commission and was appearing in court the very said day that the letter arrived. Did these people ask about any matter to do with sharing confidential information? But they want to know what the Prime Minister and the President talk about and not telling you. And number 9, where was there collusion by the President, Prime Minister and Police Service Commission to derail the merit list from being sent to Parliament, or was it just coincidence that they happened to be at President House on August 12th? That is question number 9. Those are the 9 questions. Now, derailing the merit list. The President, through the Attorney General, put to the court, and the President, through a public letter to the people of Trinidad and Tobago, spoke and told you exactly what happened, that a merit list was brought to her and was immediately withdrawn. So I don't know how the Prime Minister and whoever else they choose to name get involved in derailing anything. Now, the whole question is, and there's a question that is asked by Your Excellency the President, if there is information that is pertinent to the functioning of any service commission, for that matter, and that information is available, should a commission be kept in the dark? Today, one of the editorials in the paper said, certainly not. And the President, in a communication, also asked, by what means should that commission be informed of such information? And these are the issues, eh? It is around these issues that all this carrying on has been taking place, with interpretations by people who became interested in the development. And I told you weeks ago that there are as many opinions on this matter as there are lawyers. I mean, even after the judge ruled, you still have lawyers with different opinions on the matter. So what is all this? So the 9 questions have been answered. You think they will end there? We still have to go to Parliament to hear the opposition leader come and try to denigrate the President shamelessly after all the clarifications that have come out on matters that concern her and matters that didn't concern her, matters that were well presented, matters that were misrepresented. On Thursday, the Parliament of Trinidad and Tobago will meet to fire the President. But ladies and gentlemen, the Attorney General just told you what the real reason is. And in case you all don't know the country you're living in, this is a season when there are people trying to turn this country upside down for their own benefit. But we shouldn't be surprised. Nobody in this country is above the law, or should think that they are above the law. Nobody in this country should believe that if other people want to find out something, they shouldn't find it out. But there are ways and means, and there are certain things that belong in the public domain and certain things that get there slowly. Because eventually they all get there, you know. Because I tell my friends, I tell my family, there are no secrets in this country. Everything that goes on in this country eventually comes out in the public domain. And you know who said that the other day? Kamla Prasad Bisesa said, what goes on in the dark comes out in the light. She should know. She should know. Because I want to just spend a couple of minutes showing you, as my grandmother used to tell me when I was a child, show me your companion and I'm going to tell you your character. Show me the record and you'll understand a little bit more about their current behavior and why they are now trying to scandalize the president. And let me tell you something that surprised me. I have been Prime Minister of this country now for 6 years. Difficult period, having to take all kinds of very difficult decisions. The opposition leader talk around every one of them. She has never moved a vote of no confidence in the Parliament, in the government or the Prime Minister in 6 years. You're playing your big and bad, why you don't come in the Parliament and move a vote of no confidence in the government or the Prime Minister? No. But you're going to move motion. You're going to move motion in your great misunderstanding and your mischief to try to denigrate the president, talking about you moving motion to remove the president from office because she so offend your sensibilities. Let's go down the road. Were your sensibilities offended with Section 34? What standard are you holding the president to that you didn't hold yourself to? When you and your government came to the parliament, amended a particular law for a particular purpose, gave a commitment to the parliament that you will not proclaim that law until 24 months later when certain things were done. And we all voted with you, thinking that you were somebody to trust. And in the middle of the night, after you set everything in train in the parliament, beneficiaries of that law, Section 34, was extracted and put in the force. And up to this day, there are people benefiting from that. And you had to rush back to the parliament within 48 hours to pass another law to prevent what you have done. And you then didn't resign. You didn't see it fit to be treated in the way that you want to treat the president now. But you are now the standard bearer of high values in this country, and you want to remove president? You who, that stain, that indelible stain on this country, for which you are personally responsible. I presume you're saying, opposition leader, that that was all in a day's work. And of course, one of your ministers, in a motion in the parliament where $400 million of taxpayers' money have been deemed to have lost 50% to stolen action in a ministry. The minister had to resign from the parliament, didn't just resign from the post of minister, resign from the parliament. You took no responsibility for that. As a matter of fact, when that minister was held in disgrace to leave the parliament that day, the statement from Kamla Prasad Bisesa was, "Long live live sport." But she's right, because live sport living long and well now in the hands of the criminal investigators of Trinidad and Tobago and elsewhere. You understand what I'm talking about? But you suddenly find it your duty to defend our democracy. Join up with a handful of lawyers who quoted the phrase and trying to fool people. And of course, the leader of the opposition, who is now our barometer of high standards and high values, for which she's saying the president has fallen below, was the leader of a cabinet which on the last working day of that cabinet had a clause from a contract removed from the OAS contract on the highway to Point 14, which resulted in the people of Trinidad and Tobago losing control of $921 million in bonds. It took the incoming government to go to court around the world to fight that matter to get back control of those monies. And I told you before, we ain't get away yet, because it has some tribunal going on in appealing it. And if we lose the appeal, we got to pay that contractor $900 million, because the government of Kamla Prasad Bisesa took out the clause in the contract that says if the contractor goes bankrupt, the government owns the bonds. And up to this day, I have mentioned this from 15 platforms. And this lady, who wants to have the president fired for reasons known only to her and a handful of misguided people, has never responded to the accusation that her government deliberately took that action to corruptly allow contractors to go away from this country with $921 million, which we have brought back to this country. And she has the gall to point finger at this government and these people at this time and talking about the office of president must be held to her standard. And she is joined by one called Wade Mark. One is the tongue crier, and the other one is the annoying screamer. And he is now screaming at the president and calling her conduct into question and joining the band to come there on Thursday to call the president's conduct into question. This is the same Wade Mark who, when I, in my capacity as a member of parliament in the opposition, moved a motion in the parliament, in the Westminster system, the chair is not supposed to get involved in the debate. You're only there to guide the proceedings by procedural action, not the content of the debate. I moved the motion against Larry Hawaii, accusing him of insider trading. And I laid out the case, and the parliament adjourned. And Hawaii was supposed to get up and respond, or anybody on their side to respond for him. When we came back, lo and behold, the said Wade Mark from the chair, in our speaker's chair, got up and read out in the parliament information, according to him, that he was written to by the judiciary, saying that the matter that I had raised was sub judice. You heard the term tonight? The matter was sub judice, and as a result of it, we could not debate anything to do with the matter in the parliament. And Wade Mark ended the debate by the dictate of the speaker's chair. And that motion was never responded to by Kamala Prasad and her government and the minister against whom the allegations were made. Wade Mark ended the debate. Turns out it was a lie. The judiciary never communicated with Wade Mark to tell him any such thing. And Wade Mark, in shame and disgrace, had to stand up in the parliament and apologize for lying to the parliament. I did not hear Kamala Prasad Bisesa ask for Wade Mark to resign. So tonight I want to ask all of them, and they must give me a clear answer, not these dotish questions like the 9 I just read out. Tell the country, what exactly did the president do that warrants the motion that on Thursday you are meeting there to get the president fired? Tell us exactly in simple English that John Public could understand, because you are disgracing the record of our country, and tell us what exactly the president did. Because you think so, or you thought so, or it seems so, does not make evidence. And even after it has been corrected, you still want to persevere to stay in our country. Tonight I want to say to Ms. Kamala Prasad Bisesa, you're a colleague of mine in the parliament. Even if you thought that something had gone wrong, enough has been made available to you now, and there's provision for the withdrawal of a motion in the parliament if the mover of the motion is of a changed view and would like to withdraw that motion. I would like to ask the leader of the opposition tonight, based on what she now knows, based on what this country now knows, notwithstanding your concern or malice in the beginning, don't put our country through that. Don't put that on our country record. Don't stay in our country. Withdraw this motion. There are governments and there are governments. You heard tonight, the Minister of Works spoke about the wonderful progress we're making on the highway to Point 14. What he didn't tell you is that when the UNC came into government and met this project, at the time we were in Golconda, going down with the highway. When they met this leg of the project, the Joint Consultative Council, the JCC, which makes up all the professional people in the country, contractors, QSAs, that body of people in the construction sector, they had a meeting with the Kamala Prasad Bisesa government. And they said to the government, don't proceed to give this whole contract to one contractor. Break it up into pieces, and that would allow the eminent local contractors to be able to raise the level of bonding that is required and to take part in the process. Because local contractors could build the highway. Break it up into pieces and let us have an opportunity to bid. She refused. She refused. But there's another question I've been asking her ever since that she never answered. And the question OAS, to have flown from Brazil to South Africa to meet with a minister of the UNC government on the eve of that contract being awarded. I've asked that question since 2015. Mrs. Kamala Persad-Bissessar has never responded. Nor anybody else in the UNC for that matter. Because as far as they're concerned, once you don't respond, matter can't go nowhere. But we know what happened, and we know who did it. When we came into government and we got back the $921 million, the court said to us, go ahead and spend the money, but you have to spend it on the project. And we were happy for that. And that money has been spent and is being spent on the project. And the project is now being done in the way that the JCC had advanced in 2015, broken up into packages, into parts. Local contractors have bid, and today every single foot is being built by a local contractor in Trinidad and Tobago. And that doesn't include the monies we had to pay to the subcontractors who OAS ran away and left a lot of workers here unpaid, a lot of contractors unpaid. We had to pay them. So we have a record, and so do they. And tonight I want to say to the people of Trinidad and Tobago, Wade Mark, Kamala Persad-Bissessar, Vandana Mohit, the one from St. Augustine, what's her name? They have no moral authority to cast any aspersion on anybody in Trinidad and Tobago. Because they came into public office, they had an opportunity. They took us down a road of destruction and disgrace, coming out of there now covered in slime and want to cast aspersion on other people. I take this personal. Once, accident. Twice. 3 times, habit. That is the same Kamala Persad-Bissessar. And that same group of people, same Wade Mark, gave permission to have a blown up picture of a house. Because you have to get permission in the parliament to present any, what do you call it? Display. They gave permission for a house to be photographed. Blown up about 5 feet by how many feet? In a parliamentary debate, you know. To tell the world that is the house in which the opposition leader raped somebody. That is on our Hansard, put there by Wade Mark and Kamala Persad-Bissessar. So if I tell you this is personal, it's because I've been there and I know it. And they weren't content to only ascribe that to me. They broaden it to my father. You all forget that? You all want me to forget that? And you want me to be guided by them? I am sure that Trinidad and Tobago can do better than that. We can produce better than that. But I'll tell you something. I mentioned a while ago live sport, where there's criminal investigation into this $400 million carrying on from the Kamala Persad-Bissessar government. The same leader who now wants the president to be fired and to step down for some reason that we are not clear exactly what the point is. When live sport became an issue and there was an investigation by the Ministry of Finance and they found out what happened in live sport, the experts in the Ministry of Finance told the government then, do not make this information public without allowing the minister to have a say and an explanation as to the content of the report. What did the Kamala Persad-Bissessar government do? They made the report public, knowing that in so doing, the minister will be able to go to court and win the matter. Because he will argue that he was not given the opportunity to respond to what they had in the report. That was done by a government headed by Kamla Prasad Bisesa, SC, MP, missing. But when she did that, the day when the court ruled in Arnold Roberts' favor, she so knew that Arnold Roberts will win that case because it was only one way for it to go. They know what they did. The day the judgment came down, the very said day, within hours, there was a UNC meeting in Diego Martin. And Arnold Roberts was on the platform and she offered him a senatorship the same night. So obscene was it that a few persons in the UNC spoke publicly against it. And then a little while later, while the criminal investigation is going on, it is said live sport. She put Arnold Roberts in the Senate to continue to slander people. You understand? The airport authority that suffered, you heard the Attorney General talk about how many years, 12 years, 20 years, preliminary inquiry going on. There was a minister of government who was in charge of that airport project who told the commission of inquiry that it was a feeding trough. That minister is today selected and made deputy leader of the party that created the feeding trough. So you see, you have to have a certain kind of qualification to attract her attention. So Nakid had that qualification. So he gets selected and is let loose on the president. People of Trinidad and Tobago, where are we going with this? Where are we going with this? And those, I remember Mr. Robinson said something once that struck me in my craw. He said, the problem with this country is that the professional class has been consistently failing Trinidad and Tobago. And that is like a hot iron to brand the Law Association in the hip. Because the Law Association only seemed to exist to promote UNC foolishness. Where is the Law Association when all kinds of matters are happening requiring the hearing of their voices? But the minute they feel they could support the UNC in dotishness, there's a Law Association. So the Law Association is taking history with me for speaking about a matter which is going through the court, as though I could tell the court how to rule. And I, come so many election day like the last time, I offered my name and myself to represent people. And if the people I represent don't know what Anand Logan is doing in the court and the effect of what he's doing, I am duty bound to bring it to their attention. There are 50 of you, I counted you in this room tonight. I represent you as Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago. I want any one of you here in this room who can claim to know that this country is progressing down a road to give bail to murderers, stand up. Any one of you who know that. I'm not asking you whether you support it or not. I'm asking any one of you who knows that. And my job is to let you know. Because it's only when you know you can protect yourself by expressing yourself on the matter. And if you express yourself, and that expression that you express influence the judiciary, so shall it be and so must it be. I could tell you, while they are trying to tell me I can't inform the people I represent about what is going on with their affairs, I could look on the television and watch American news and see exactly who is accused, see when they are arraigned, see when they are indicted, see when they are convicted, and see it every single day on television, 24 hours a day. But in my own country, lawyers could tell me that we could conduct our business in secret. And the only secrecy is about what lawyers doing. They don't want to protect the secrecy of the office of the president. They don't want to protect the secrecy of the conversation between the president and the prime minister for good reason, but they want secrecy about other matters that are very dangerous to us. I am taking no advice from the Law Association. But let me wait until Tuesday so we can waste our morning then. You see this document? This is part of the budget initiatives of the government. We just came out of a budget that has met with wide public acclaim and acceptance because it's a progressive budget. Some say visionary. But most importantly, particularly in this period, the budget was surprisingly well prepared and presented given the difficulties we are going into. But you see, sometimes it is out of difficulty that comes the best of people. I was in Tobago when Hurricane Flora flattened Tobago. Houses that people love were blown away by the hurricane. But because the hurricane had flattened Tobago, we had no choice but to rebuild it. And that rebuilding has now generated in Tobago the best population of housing stock in the nation. Because when things are bad, you don't make it worse. You try to make it better when you come out of it. And as President Biden said, we build back better. So out of this pandemic era, we just happen to also have been working on local government reform. This document you see here, permit me to introduce it to you. Report of the Joint Select Committee appointed to consider and report on the miscellaneous provisions Local Government Bill 2020. And of course, this is a committee of the Parliament that had 12 members from government, opposition, independents, 4 members from the Parliament Secretariat Support, the Chief Parliamentary Council's Department, and others. And they worked as a committee of the Parliament because ever since I came around public life, I've been hearing about local government reform. Those of you who live in this country, whether you live in the East, West, Central, North or South, you know local government as an integral part of our governance systems, and you too would have heard about how much better local governments can be if we reform local government and bring it to a situation where it can genuinely contribute to the improvement in the quality of life in this country. You know that. So the government that I led, that subcommittee of the Parliament did, not for the first time, because you may remember when Hazel Manning was Minister of Local Government, there was an exercise on local government reform, consultation around the country, and then Frankie Khan was Minister of Local Government, and the same thing continued, and we got it to the point now where it became the subject of a Joint Select Committee of the Parliament, and they produced this document. It is 332 pages long, covering the whole gamut of reform of local government. How is local government going to be reformed, especially in a time of reduced resources, but also a time when people are expecting more from their government, more from their governance, more from their local government? How do you do it? This reform exercise is rooted in the collection and use by local government bodies of the property tax that they will collect. And the principle of property tax, contrary to what is being put out by political aspirants who believe that by opposing it they will improve their position, well, I want to say to them, look at the history of it. We campaigned on doing this in 2020 and we won the election. We have a mandate to do it. You opposed it and you lost. It's a tax that is used all over the world, in and out of the Commonwealth. It is not an overbearing, overburdened tax. Because if you don't have property, you don't owe no tax. You have a small property that has a very low value, your tax is next to nothing. If you have personal circumstance that you can't pay the tax, provision for you to escape it. If you have property and you are in a position to be able to pay the tax, then like other taxes, you pay according to your means. You know, 10,000 people paying $100. That puts $1 million available immediately. 100,000 people paying $1,000. You know how much million that is? It's $100 million. But given the number of households around the country, the large number of households, it is not going to overburden anybody, but the collection of each person who is entitled to pay would create a pool of money for all of us. We estimate that this could raise on an ongoing basis about $400 million, which will be available for local government to spend not on the Prime Minister, not on the Minister and the Attorney General, but on the very people who are paying that tax. And the good thing about it is because it is a revenue stream, like you have a job that pays $10,000 a month, you could buy $1 million car or a piece of land, because you aren't required to buy the land with all the money you earn on one day. You can get into financial arrangement because you have a funding arrangement. Without a funding arrangement, local government reform will continue to be just a slang or a slogan in this country, and the level of discontent and dissatisfaction throughout the country will continue, and that is what the opposition want, because they believe that as long as there's rara, janjat and dissatisfaction in this country, they will prosper. But we see the opportunity for the city of San Fernando, the city of Port of Spain, the Borough Council of Point Fortin, Chaguanas, to use this arrangement, this funding arrangement, to improve the quality of life of the people who will hold their local government representatives responsible for how they use this money, because they're taking the money and they will collect the money to do it. That's what we see. We are not panderers, we're not pandering to people. We are doing what is right and good for all the people. So, a very unusual thing happened in the parliament, to tell you the behavior of Mrs. Kamla Prasad-Bissessar. The vote came out, the budget, we were voting in the budget after 5 days of examination of line items in the budget. When it was time to vote, each member is allowed one vote. You can only vote either for, or against, or abstain. Those are the three options you have. You have one vote. Here, Mrs. Kamla Prasad-Bissessar. I vote, I abstain, and I vote no on property tax. Let me repeat that for the people of Trinidad and Tobago, because it's on Hansard. When my name is called, Mrs. Prasad-Bissessar, abstain, and I vote no on property tax. So she had 2 votes. This is the same Prime Minister who kept the tax as an amnesty 2010, 2011, 2012, 2013, 2014, and 2015. But in 2015, under her minister Larry Hawaii, they removed the amnesty. So people of Trinidad and Tobago, if the government of Kamla Prasad-Bissessar removed the amnesty in 2015, what do you think happened in 2016 going forward? It is simple. The law that is in place, for which the amnesty was suppressing the payment, once the amnesty was removed, the law comes back into force. And it was done in 2015 with an understanding that they would have won the election in 2015 and they would have then carry on the property tax. The same property tax that she wanted to vote twice in the parliament on. She put it in place to come into force in 2016. And you may ask, why hasn't it come into force under the new government that has a mandate to do it? Because they took it to court, tied it up in the court, And the court laid down conditions that are causing us to have years of field work before we can come to a point of doing what she wanted to do in 2016. Those documents that come out to you asking you to fill out for yourself your condition of your property, if you have property, of course, because if you don't have, it don't concern you. That is to make up, to understand, and to build up the role, because the court laid down a condition that a certain amount of hundreds of thousands of properties must be on the roll before you could implement the property tax. But if you hear them talk about that, it's as though Iwer discovered something in Namibia or in Alaska and he's bringing it here to choke people up. It's a process that they triggered in the court, you know. And the reason why property tax has not been collected and why half of the roads that falling apart in your backyard all over this country, in the towns, in the boroughs, in the cities, and in the rural areas, is because there is no proper funding arrangement for the corporations to use to fix the neighborhoods that you are talking about. You can't have it both ways. You can't be arguing not to raise the money to fix the road and then going to burn tire in the road. And then I have to watch this little one from Maruga with a truckload of tires. She has a truckload of tires, you know, going to burn up the one smooth piece of road that they have in Barrackpore. And they somehow believe that we will run away from that. So by shouting out stupidly in the parliament that I vote no against property tax, that the PNM will back away, the PNM is not backing away from good governance. I told you this report, of which they are a part in the Joint Select Committee. It has 332 pages. 331 is the people of Trinidad and Tobago. The last page is the UNC. Let me read it for you. They have one page in this book. Look at here. Look at over here is Olawi. Over here is the UNC. One page. It's called a minority report. You know what that means? It means that they have no intention of supporting this in the parliament. So they have a minority report. Of course, they are entitled to a minority report. Let me tell you what the minority report is about, which will cause them not to support local government reform. They who came largely from rural areas where local government is in fact the government at the local level for them. One, this is a problem. The members of the opposition take note of the draft final report after years of work. This is the work of a joint select committee of your parliament, which ought now to move with dispatch to fix the problem. The draft final report of the Joint Select Committee on Local Government Reform, dated June 30th, 2021, and wish to record different views. The same way I read it for you, the 9 questions a while ago that didn't make any import about the president's staying in office or being fired. This one is different views so that they wouldn't support local government. Here, view number 1, that it has the creation of an executive council which excludes the voice of the minority. Rubbish. What executive council anywhere is excluding the voice of the minority? What are they telling you here? The same way they're trying to run the country from the opposition benches and don't want to acknowledge that it is the government, the majority's responsibility to be the executive while they have a role to play. They now find that the executive council and local government will exclude the voice of the minority. How could that ever be? It is the majority in the council, whether it's Siparia or Point 14, it is the majority elected on election day that will be the executive council. And if you are not part of that executive, you are now the opposition voice and you have an important role to play. And sometimes if you perform well or you're selected, you can move as you always do from opposition to government. I am Prime Minister here tonight. I have served many terms in opposition. But these people do not want to do the work of serving in opposition. They want to lie and damage and obstruct their way back into government. And coming to tell you now that the reason why they're not supporting local government reform listed in here, 331 pages, is because there's an executive council that will exclude the minority voice. Second point, the opposition disagrees with property tax being implemented at this time. Tell me what time to implement it. When oil price was over $100 a barrel, when you all started out in government in 2011, 2012, 2013, that was the wrong time. Oil price went to zero in 2020. That was the wrong time. It is now $75 is the wrong. Tell me what is the right time. And I just told you, sometimes the best time to make that giant step forward is after a period of difficulty or during a period of difficulty. Third, there are no provisions for equity in population, geographic size, and allocation of resources to each municipality. What exactly does that mean? It either means that you will then count heads and then you distribute the money per head. That is one way of doing it. Because I heard them quarreling all the time about how Tobago getting too much because the number of people in Tobago is only 60,000 and they're getting so and so, not looking at the circumstances. Or they will say, geographically, the Mayaro Corporation is quarter of the country and must get quarter of the money. I wouldn't be surprised if they're saying that, because this convoluted statement could be saying that. But of course, the method of distributing the money is something that the Parliament will secure. But of course, they cannot be pleased. Nothing will please them. And of course, 4, the bill reduces the protection of workers by recognized majority unions. Lie. And the last one, there was insufficient consultation with stakeholders. Ladies and gentlemen, I just mentioned to you, Hazel Madden spent half her productive ministerial life on local government reform consultation, which forms a part of this document. Frankie Khan, God rest his soul, he too spent a significant portion. And I'll tell you something, in the very said document where they're writing that lie, you will see that 13 corporations, I'm still to understand why the 14th one is not listed here, and that 14th one is Tunapuna Piaku. Every other corporation took part in this process, and they are coming to tell you that there was insufficient consultation. Every local government body, comments were received from the following key stakeholders: Arima, Chaguanas, Point 14, Port of Spain, San Fernando, Diego Martin, Mayaro, Pinal Debe, Princestown, Sandy Grande, San Juan Laventil, Siparia, and Cuba Tabaqui Talparo. The only one that is not listed here is Tunapuna Piaco, which in fact, incidentally, is a P&M controlled corporation, so we know their views. And of course, you have the Ministry of Public Administration and Digital Transformation. You have the Ministry of Planning and Development, Statutory Authority Service Commission, National Insurance Board, Trinidad and Tobago Association of Local Government Authorities, Water and Street Authority, Auditor General's Department, Ministry of Works and Transport, but the UNC is not supporting it because there wasn't enough consultation. It is that they're not supporting anything that is good for the people of Trinidad and Tobago. They're not supporting anything. And it's very easy, you know, to go into government and come out with nothing to show, because 5 years is 60 months. And I keep telling my colleagues, do not count your term in government in years. It does sound like a long time. Count it in months and you'll see how short it is. They spend 63 months in government. They have nothing to show of having addressed any of the problems in this country. I could tell you, we have addressed a number of significant and niggling problems in this country in our 6 years. Because you see, you hear them, There's one of them in the parliament. Every time he bells, she boil petrotrin. Right? Another one, every time they talk about the ferry, the Tobago ferry. Another one, they talk about local government in difficult. And all of these are problems which are being addressed by this government. Governments exist to treat with and to deal with problems. And we can count on them for nothing. So in the middle of the budget, $52 billion worth, including to bring about local government reform in this country. They stopped the debate in the middle of the debate over a motion on Faris. Faris. Everything is Faris. So if you see us going alone, it is because we have no support from others who are on the government payroll in the parliament. The only people in the parliament on the government payroll are the PNM members and the parliamentary staff. The others in there are passenger pigeons. Ladies and gentlemen, we will do what we can do, what we must do, and what we are undertaking for all the people of Trinidad and Tobago. All the people of Trinidad and Tobago. And the one good thing is that you can rest assured that in Trinidad and Tobago, there is a responsible government acting responsibly. And you, the people of San Fernando, you, the people of San Fernando, you know that more than anybody else. Because after we made the restructuring in Petrotrim, and we knew that there were loss of opportunities as a result of that, we came under a lot of pressure from them because they didn't believe we'll do anything like this. We told them that there'll be a major development program in and around San Fernando to try and take up some of the slack. That is why today you have $1 billion program going on down on the waterfront. You have the car park down the road. You have housing coming on, and you have public sector housing. You have private sector housing coming out on the Old Ice Factory Road, because we are building San Fernando, because San Fernando had been living heavily off the oil refinery, which we have in fact restructured out of, and we have done all of these projects, all of these development programs to create employment. Last week, Tuesday, I came to San Fernando and I toured all these projects, and I must tell you tonight, I am very pleased, I'm very impressed, I'm very proud of the development program that is taking place in San Fernando, and I look forward to meeting you, San Fernando, when Skinner Park is finished. It will be one of the finest facilities in the country, and it would have been built during a time of great difficulty, because we always say, great is the PNM, great is the PNM, great is the PNM, and we shall prevail.
Chris Kennedy! What's scientific running down $1 million and one girl out there? Eh? When they got one, you are the queen auntie. Queen auntie. You are the queen auntie. Queen auntie. So let me see them auntie. Queen auntie. You are the queen. One drop. Let me go. Let me know. How much queen I can pull from the pack? One girl, two girl, three. Give me a queen that could hang the jack. Shuffle up the pack, not three. Every queen must have the king back. No waste girl energy. You see that queen that could handle the pack. That is the one for you are the queen auntie. You are the queen auntie. Queen auntie. So let me see them auntie. You are the queen. You are the queen. Let me tell them I like it. You don't like it. Because you're hot and steamy. 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 You touch road and the man them dreaming. 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 Yeah, because you're hot and steamy. 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 Yeah, you touch road and the man them dreaming. Dreaming. Yo. You're looking good tonight. Make some noise. Wonderful. I find in society, we don't honor, we don't love we women. We don't honor and love we queens. I think we need to show some more respect to our queens. You agree with me? Say yeah. Nice. And this song is not about your significant other alone. Your queen could be your mother, your grandmother, your aunt, And this is the reason why I write this next verse. Alright, let me go. Watch up. You is a blessing to the world and you know that. Appreciate all the love when you show that. My God, in your madness, whole facts. Love stronger than elements, hold that. My mindset on you. I don't know what to do. Hope my wish come true. And that's why you are the queen. 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 How I like it. Because your heart turns to me, see me. You touch road and you want them dream it. Yeah, because your heart turns to me, see me. You touch road and you want them dream it. Yeah, you are the queen, queen. You are the queen, queen. So let me see them.
Simpsons Memorial Limited, number 63 Eastern Main Road, Laventille. Internationally accredited funeral directors and embalmers. A full-service funeral home serving families of Trinidad and Tobago and internationally since 1945. At Simpsons Memorial Limited, we serve with dignity in assisting families in honoring the memory of their loved ones. Our services include professional funeral and pre-planning, burials and cremation, custom-built and imported caskets, coffins and cremation trays, cemetery management, limousines, mourners cars, grief counseling, web streaming of funerals, fully air-conditioned chapel with live musical accompaniment, full global shipping and receiving of loved ones. We specialize in facial restorations. Call us anytime, day or night, at 623-8688. That number again is 623-8688. Simpsons Memorial Limited. Superior service, always with excellence.
Take me to the king. I don't have much to bring.
Looking for a safe and relaxed professional massage therapist and nutritionist? Look no further. Nature's Touch with Empress Judy and Associates offers a natural approach to better health. Treat yourself to a professional massage therapy and nutrition advice in a safe and relaxed atmosphere. Rejuvenate your body, mind, and soul at Nature's Touch Therapy. For an appointment, please call or WhatsApp 1-868-398-8282. or visit our Facebook page. Remember, your health is our responsibility at Nature's Touch.
Turn your lights down low and listen to the Master's Radio.
The Church of the Firstborn Assembly of numbers 399 Eastern Main Road, Waiko, Sangre Grande, is pleased to present Pastors Morris and Agnes Johnson and guest. Sundays, Tuesdays, and Friday night, Sunday Ministry of Worship, Children Hour and the Word from 1 p.m. to 6 p.m. Tuesdays, see Jesus in every book of the Bible from Genesis to Revelation from 9 p.m. and Friday night, 9 p.m. to 5 a.m. All night prayer for our nation. Tell your neighbors, tell your friends, tell everyone. For further information, visit with us at www.churchofthefirstbornassembly.org or on Facebook. Email us at church668hope@gmail.com or call us at 753-1113 or 236-7271. Your free gifts and offerings will be greatly appreciated at Church of the Firstborn Assembly, account number 795222 at the First Citizens Bank.
Get in touch with God. Turn your radio on.
The Huddle Room reopens in partnership with Maracas Bake and Shock on Monday, October 18th. That's right, seaside flavor is in Central. Bake and Shock, aloo pies, kingfish, shrimp, and a daily menu of lunchtime favorites like stew chicken, macaroni pie, curry chicken, pilau, and so much more. Follow The Huddle Room and taste Maracas on social media. Bake and Shock is served from 10 a.m. and lunches from 11 a.m. We'll see you and your taste buds on Monday. The Huddle Room and Maracas Bake and Shock, the best of both worlds.
After all the talk during the week, don't switch off on the weekend and keep it on the street. It's classic soca and classic kaiso when you're liming with the live wire on Saturdays from 5 to 7 p.m. only on the street 919 FM. There's only one way to start your week right and that's with Dr. Livette. Join him right here on your radio every Thursday morning at 9:10 a.m. for your dose of the health and wellness in a program that is sure to change your life. Popular for promoting Livette rather than diet, Dr. Livette has transformed a number of lives nationwide and is now live on the Street 919 FM every Thursday from 9:10 a.m. Tune in on Thursdays and also learn about the U-Juice to build your immunities and promote overall great health. Dr. Livette on the Street 919 FM this and every Thursday from 9:10 a.m. It's time that you live.
Welcome the Christmas holidays this year with quality and attractive furniture from Stylus Furniture Limited. 2 locations, 51 Rushwood Street, San Fernando and 101 Crackness Village in Princestown. Select from a wide range of contemporary furniture to enhance your homes. Now open on Sundays from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Call today, 652-2542. Season's greetings to all our customers and friends from Stylus Furniture Limited. Stylus Furniture Limited. For the style in you.
What is Apex? It is the pinnacle of high-performance vision through a lens. It's clarity, no matter what angle you look at. It's comfort, no matter what you do all day, every day. And it's customized with every digital measurement your eyes require to see at their very best. Apex Digital Lenses by Value Optical, the ultimate lens design for your eyes. Value Optical. Expert care for your eyes.
Police, good day. Officer Best Price here. Johnny Q Auto Parts Division? Yes, sir. I'm here to investigate an assault on batteries. Excuse me, sir? Is it true? You have batteries selling for $488? Yes. Power Master, Optima, Vata, and Megastar batteries. So I could buy a battery for $488? Yes, sir. For cars, trucks, and boats. Backed and distributed by Massey Automotive. Which part? Right here at Johnny Q Hardware and Auto Parts Division, 15 Arrowbita Avenue, Woodbrook. And our new Johnny Q Superstore, located at Lowlands Mall off Claude Noel Highway in Tobago. You could call 60 Tools. Alright, thanks boss. Nah man. Granny, do you have $488 to lend me?
Hi, this is Nicole Huggins. Join me every Monday morning on the Street 919 FM from 9:05 a.m. to 9:55 a.m. Let's talk about lifestyle diseases that affects you today and how we can improve your health with healthy solutions. Call Health and Well Lifestyle with Nicole Huggins at 1-868-288-1108 or 1-868-275-8359. See you there.
The Street 91.9 FM brings you today's tips to improve your financial literacy. Improving your financial literacy is a never-ending endeavor that needs to be prioritized. As you work on improving your financial literacy, it's important to continue your momentum. Here are your tips. Implement the 72-hour rule. The 72-hour rule is a game changer when it comes to savings and focusing on value spending. Before making any sort of impulse purchase, pause and take 72 hours to think it through. After 72 hours, you will likely have forgotten about making this purchase entirely. Also, you've just saved yourself a few dollars, maybe even a few hundreds by doing so. Over time, this rule can be the difference of thousands of dollars and can help you shift your spending habits to focusing on things that bring you value and align with your financial plan. That was your financial tip brought to you by the Street 91.9 FM.
This is the Street 919 FM COVID-19 updates. In case you missed it, the latest COVID positive cases in TNT as of October 19, 2021 stands at new positive cases 138. Total active cases, 4,266. Total recovered patients, 48,526. Total positive cases for COVID-19 as of March 2020 to present, 54,405. Follow the Ministry of Health COVID-19 protocols. Wear your mask, sanitize, social distance, and avoid gatherings. A message from the Street 919 FM.
Share the live. Share the live. The Street 919 FM on Facebook and Instagram. Share the live. Iowa George on Instagram. Share the live. Iowa TV and Street TV on YouTube. Share the live. The Street 919 FM.
Baila! This Christmas I want mucho dinero. Mucho dinero. Let me go. Dance around the table, dance up. Get up if you're able, get up. Dance around the table, dance up. Let me jump. Let me jump. Dance around the table, dance up. Get up if you're able, get up. Dance around the table, dance up. Let me jump. Let me jump. Christmas season, people ready for shopping, waiting for somebody to release the money. I said Christmas season, the women them waiting for somebody to release the money. If you don't have none, find it. If you can't find none, borrow it. If you didn't get none, don't study it. The most important, we live in. We will still have fun. We will still around. Sorrel and ginger beer. We will have anywhere. If you don't have nothing to give, you still have privilege. If Jesus' birthday, I say, baila. This Christmas I want mucho dinero, mucho dinero. Dance around the table, dance up. Get up if you're able, get up. Dance around the table. Let me jump, let me jump. Dance around the table, dance up. Get up if you're able, get up. Dance around the table. Let me jump, let me jump. Christmas season, the children them waiting for somebody to release the money. At the Christmas season, the business place waiting.
So welcome back on the inside. Yes, we just heard the speech from the Prime Minister from the meeting last night in San Fernando. So at this time I have just a bit of information for you. There's something for everyone at Lowlands Mall Tobago, where you and your entire family can enjoy a safe and superior shopping experience. All of your favorite stores, service outlets, and of course food court outlets are open and ready for your visit. The food court takeaway is still available, or you can dine in with a valid vaccination card. All COVID-19 protocols continue to be in place for the safety of all visitors to the mall. And remember, no mask, no entry. Visit Tobago's #1 family destination today, Lowlands Mall Tobago, with comfortable air-conditioned shopping and lots of secure parking. Tell your friends and family Lowlands Mall Tobago is open and ready for your visit. Value Optical wishes to advise the public that all 13 branches will now be open full-time to provide expert eye care services to you. All of our regular services are now available. For your safety, we continue to practice the established health and safety protocols, and we recommend that you make an appointment for all testing services. Please call us at 225-4865 or toll-free 800-2020 for all inquiries on opening hours, eye testing availability, and how we can assist your eye care needs. Value Optical, caring for your eyes. For all your hardware, building materials, auto parts, small tool rentals, pets and pet supplies, gravel and sand, don't forget PowerMaster, Optima, Vata and Megastar batteries starting from $488. And it's all at Johnny Q, number 15 Arpita Avenue, Woodbrook, and our new Johnny Q Superstore in Lowlands Mall, Tobago, off Claude Noel Highway. Just call 63 Tools. So guys, once again, welcome back, and it's a cool Wednesday morning for myself, just here relaxing in the studio, taking in the Prime Minister's speech. So you can call me up 342-0081, 466-5391. Remember, you can see us live on the Street 919 FM's Facebook page, also on YouTube at Iwer TV live broadcast on the Street 919 FM. Yes. Caller, good morning.
Good morning, Bruce.
Morning.
How's you seen?
Hey there, cool. What's going on, man, Nigel?
Well, we cool. Quiet.
But you know, I was asking you since the other day. We're going on with the soaps and thing, boy. Boss lady? Boss lady, I'm making a bacchanal.
If I bake, yeah.
This woman, I know,
Yeah,
busy.
The soaps and them, it cool down quite a bit. But we're still doing it. We still have people who just purchase and stuff.
Nice.
Right now we're trying a new one with Wonder the World Leaf. Because you know that Wonder the World Leaf does hold moisture now. So once you use that soap, your skin will dry out.
Okay.
Yeah. And as you know the season coming up soon, I'm putting a plug here quick. We're doing pastels. Chicken pastels, beef pastels. The chicken is one. I'm gonna give you a quick thing.
Yay! I want to know. Can't tell me a pastel and you tell me what's going on.
I understand. The chicken pastels is 160 a dozen. The beef is 160. We're doing fish 180 and shrimp is 200, but we're doing it orders only.
Yes, okay.
And pancha creme. Pancha creme too is 120 a bottle. We have the original pancha creme and chocolate, cookies and cream.
What the hell? Chocolate cookies and cream?
Yeah, chocolate cookies and cream. Yes, Bruce, yes.
How much is it for it? 120?
120 for the liter, you know, the normal rum bottle now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
we're doing that. So we have to do something, you know, we can't just sit down and wait.
So, what I want to ask is now, boy, I have a weakness for pancha creme, you know, so that cookies and cream song like a plan.
Well, yes, we closing up orders by the 10th of December, so if you just let me know and I'll put in your order for you.
No problem. That song like a plan.
People know my number is 783-0054, or you can call 754-3154.
Nice.
Thanks a lot.
I'll be calling you guys. Don't worry.
Yeah, man, no problem.
Yeah, man.
Yes, I hope you're here, man.
Yeah, bro. Caller, good morning.
Uncle Bruce.
Hey, Mr. George, how you doing?
Good.
Nice.
I just want to remind the Prime Minister or tell him, I was listening to the debate and his 3 votes Ms. Kamala Bissessa took. She also said that she voted no against the oppression of a high cost of living for poor people in Trinidad. That is the last thing she said, but she said it very low. The Prime Minister said she only said 2. She abstained against the property tax and whatever. But it's 3 votes she took when it's 1 she's supposed to take. Yes, serious. I was listening clearly. Yes. All right, let me give somebody else a chance.
Yeah, man, take care.
Good, yeah, right.
342-0081 4665391, and you'll be getting some parang as we closing off. This is our final hour. So I'll be playing some parang for you all this morning. Yeah, feeling a little parangish. Caller, good morning.
Morning, Bruce.
Morning.
Morning, Tobago. Well, Dr. Rowley dragged that lady through the grass, through the mud, through the everything. And you know, she ain't seen that. She ain't seen that to go and wash off herself and tell me make this country run good. It's only Kantanga and all kind of things. All no position be going by Dr. Rowley and say, Dr. Rowley, I'm sorry. Look, let me get myself together and build this country. But it's a rango tango and this one pulling me and they want it. They don't themselves know what they want. The same rules that they make, they want to break it into something else. So they open them out, but they don't know what they're saying. They just started to talk, and when tomorrow come, they didn't say that, and it's not what I mean. And somebody tell me advice, and I hear this from somebody. Look now, Ms. Kamala Bissessa, you and the whole bunch, get all yourself set, get some polori and mango chutney and all that sky goat and thing, and get ready to sit down in a place in a room where you buy, where you plant, where you have all kind of bush and wall fencing wrong, nothing at all. Get ready to settle there. Ms. Kamala Bissessa, go, so we build this country nice. Oh God, we fell up all here. God.
Caller, good morning.
Morning, Bruce.
Morning,
Karen, Dominic, everybody, morning. Bruce, when last you heard the word Delilah, you know that? You ever heard that name? All right. Okay, and you know, as the old people say, your mouth not clean enough to call my decent name. Okay, then, bye.
Caller, good morning. Hello.
Yes, hello, Bruce. How are you?
Hey, morning.
Good morning to my Sharon and Dominic, wherever they are. You know, I listened to Dr. Rory's speech. And you know what I asked myself? Bruce Wayne? How the hell the UNC was able to get muster over 300,000 votes and get 19 seats? Now what I keep adding up, it doesn't add up at all. How the hell these people get 19 seats? You know? And I hoping that come 2025, the PNM will get a majority. I will look out for the same 29 seats. But we gave these people 19 seats. You have a good day, Bruce Wayne.
You too, my brother. Take care. Caller, good morning.
Merry Christmas, Mr. Bruce Wayne.
Merry Christmas, my brother.
How are you, sir?
Are you there cool? What's going on with you?
Well, I am making some ham. Yeah.
How are we talking about?
Yeah, can't wait till Christmas, you know, Uncle Bruce. Otherwise, you might need nothing by Christmas. Merry Christmas, Miss Sharon. Sarah Felix, Merry Christmas. I hear you making punch and creamer coming up. And let me say good morning to Miss Angie. Peace and blessing. Miss Jenny, Mr. Chance, Mother Tana, Puna, Mami Sauce. Everybody from Tobago, each and everyone, Trinidad and Tobago. Uncle Bruce, when last you see a circus in Trinidad and Tobago? A very long time, eh?
So true.
Well, you didn't have to go far, or you didn't miss it because you had it right or wrong way for all the time. Yeah?
Yep.
We get the display in 2010 to 2015. We get the display. Yeah. So I want to tell the citizens of Trinidad and Tobago, all you listen to the Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago for me, please. Here he call the young people. He say, come and take charge of all your nation. Come and take charge of all your nation. Trinidadians supposed to open their eyes now, Uncle Bruce. Uncle Bruce, when last you hear government coming out when the time comes to educate the citizens of the country to let them know definitely what's taking place in the country?
So true.
Uncle Bruce, when last we get that? Most of the time it is know what's going on only when it's election. You hear what's taking place.
Every election or a bacchanal?
Yes! Yes, Uncle Bruce. So all you get an opportunity now. You call all the young people come forward and take charge of all your nation. This is where all you have to live. But like some of us, as the old people just say, like we just break stick in our ears and come one day in after. But it's only Alice in Wonderland we read about as children coming up. So citizens of Trinidad and Tobago, all you take this thing serious, please. All you take this thing very serious because there's a bunch of circus people we dealing with here as opposition in the House of Parliament. Bruce, I want the Prime Minister or we had to do something to be the opposition, because we have no opposition, Brucey. We have no opposition, and if we depend on the opposition, they will keep on stifling things in Trinidad and Tobago like they did for all these years. Bruce, you're not shocked to see Trinidad and Tobago if these people consider a nation that they live in, Whether we are Germany, Caribbean, and in the world, you know. But just these people, Bruce, we keep dealing with from since independent to now, and have Trinidad and Tobago as it is today. That's why we've seen all this madness taking place in the nation today. Prime Minister, bring the property tax on me, please, that we could deal with situations in Trinidad and Tobago. Uncle Brucey, I'm going to take up much time. Peace and blessings. You have a safe one, a blessed one, and we go talk soon, big brother. Bless
My brother, bless up.
Bless, man.
Caller, good morning. I lost it. Call me back. Caller, good morning.
Which is it?
Hey, just cool.
This is what I always keeping. I don't really call often when I call is now the both party will have the sick of one. And the both parties are the cater for the undecided voters. And this is what since tell me, you know politics man, but I just stay and watch and analyze. Since this man take up Dr. Rowley, always come out to the public and explain everything to the public. And Dr. Rowley, people will say arrogant, but what I like with him, this man, this is my mama father. He's an outspoken man, he's a straightforward man, he's very tell you he's black. Not like this man. This man is this. What is someone going to the parliament and to acquire motion? What the president do? This woman hurting, but she must hurt it. Am I 2015, 2020? You ain't see no headway that way. You could really turn on this and look to win an election. So she hurting.
Yeah.
You check it out at Central, Long Circle, all of them. The next one they call the ethnic mover down from Pinaldi. I didn't hear him for a while. I thought something happened. You know, as the budget out, you hear him on full, like the dead rose from the tomb. Yeah? That they 13, Kamala is 13, and this woman, Bruce, is not normally just because she hate the PNM. This woman hate an ethnic group. Is that what going on? The woman going on with hate. Hate, boy, watch it. It's the worst I ever see since my 60th time I live in this year, but this woman really in for war, and she will incite war. Dr. Rowley have to be careful. Physically, I talk about you have to be careful. Because when she makes she dirty statements, her son will take it further. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
You see what happened to the Prime Minister St. Vincent? Dr. Rowley have to be careful. The woman will do anything just for power. She won't care with that's for power. Yeah, Bruce. Take care.
Yeah, man. Take care. Caller, good morning.
Good morning, Bruce.
Hi, good morning.
You're alone this morning?
Yes.
Pleasant morning to you. Yes, who said it's about the president? In the middle of a debate, you called for a motion against a member of parliament, right? You couldn't wait for the debate to finish, right?
Yeah.
It's not about the president, It's about obstruction and not taking the people who pay you seriously, which is the taxpayers, right? It's not about running the country. But Bruce, when I heard Dr. Rowley today, and I listened to Dominic yesterday, I'm wondering, according to Dr. Rowley, who are selected to be in the opposition of the government? What type of mind and people? And even for the Law Association. Is it that they don't know or they're just fooling people? Let us question, and we too can and listen to them and say, is this true? That can't be true. Let's do some research. And they're saying they do all kind of research and still come up with all kind of stupid answers to ask in our parliament. In our parliament, people viewing will wonder if we have duncy people, if we select duncy people to represent us in our parliament.
Yep.
And all the monthly people who daily asking stupid questions and know and representing people, how they go in front of a judge with information? Are they accurate, or they and the judges or magistrates are friends so that they can give them a ruling that will suit them? Anyway, Have a good morning.
You too, my dear. Take care. Caller, good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Bruce.
Morning.
And, Sharon, good morning. And Gandhi. Well, you know who it is.
Yeah, my brother.
Right. well, I'll go let Village up off one for you too because here is a punch man and I'm very good at it.
Yeah, man. Yeah, that's what we're talking about.
Right. So that's it.
Right.
But what I want to say too is that I said it already a long time ago. Is what is the difference with them? They say that all the land, all the money, but we don't have the power. And as I see it as their word, why them PK people must have the power. Right? That's what they say. I don't want to bring nothing to the station, but that's what I heard they say. Right? And is that if we people of our African descent look carefully at what's taking place, they want to put us back in slavery to be dependent on them for everything, you know. And that is what once they get in that power, the Prime Minister is the only person in the country who has power. The President is the head of state, but the Prime Minister has the power. And that is what they want to be. She wants to be the Prime Minister, so she got the power to do what she wants. And as she say that the President is the Prime Minister, some kind of puppet thing, but she wants to put back she puppet commissioner who she could control, who she was never in Parliament to vote for because she says she have other things to do than to go and waste time to come and vote just for a commissioner. She said that, right? And that is all they want. And these people thinking with this property tax. Property tax is the value of your property. We don't own no $1 million properties. And we don't know properties that is not out. So we want to pay with taxes. And that lady must never get power. Because they have everything else but that power to shut down. And all of them, I see and this fella in a dream, eating a whole bowl of money because they'll see the comment. She and she's sidekick. So anyway, Bruce, have a blessed day.
You too, my brother.
I'll live up to that, I'll tell you.
Yeah. A whole in to
that? All right, take care.
Yeah, man. Caller, good morning.
Morning, sir.
Morning. How they cool? How you doing this morning?
Ticket man.
Fine, hardly hearing your partner. What's going on?
Ticket man.
Nice. Hearing you proper now.
Yeah. I was off a little while.
Yeah. What's going on? Everything good?
Yeah, for now. I had a who's that death in the family.
Nice.
Yeah, with the COVID. With tomorrow being 40 days, the wife, you know.
Yeah.
But that's okay. Bruce, morning to the Titan. Bruce, here what? This whole thing was going on. I thought it was taking a little while, but with the opposition leader, she want to know. Is it when she was in office, she used to bully the president to tell her certain things? That's just my question. That's all. The doctor only supposed to know. You understand?
Yeah.
I'll leave it. Morning to everybody.
Yeah, man,
you choke this way.
Yeah, man. Good to hear from you, man.
No problem.
Yeah,
but you be listening, no?
Nice.
Good. Yeah, brother.
Yeah, man. Take care. Caller, good morning.
Hey, morning, Bruce. How you going, boy?
Hey, how you cool, Mr. Chance?
Yeah, man. What's up?
Doing?
Boy, I good, man. I realize that you're fighting with Solo. You're doing a good job.
Thanks.
Giving us some nice little Christmas music in between.
Yeah, man.
But I felt compelled to call. Bruce, you ever heard the term basket of deplorables?
Yes.
Well, that is how I think. I feel I consider the opposition leader and all the imp, chimp, and pimp in the UNC a basket of deplorables. You see, Bruce, why I say that is when I read in truth that the opposition leader had triggered Section 36 of the Constitution, which something that has never never been done in Trinidad and Tobago before, and has never been done in the Caribbean nor the Commonwealth, you know, Bruce. What you see happen there has never been done in the English-speaking Caribbean and the Commonwealth, you know. Neither in China, in the history, you know. That's a serious thing.
Yeah.
And when I recognize, Bruce, that there is absolutely no evidence to do that, none whatsoever, and I have the question in my mind, which I must ask, whether the opposition leader triggered Section 36 of the Constitution to challenge Her Excellency because she's of African heritage. That's of the mind, Bruce. Why is it because Her Excellency, Miss Paula Merrick's or RTT, is of African descent? What is the reason for that, Bruce? And Bruce, you know something? This lady who is challenging Her Excellency, what is her track record? What is she good for? What has she shown the people of Trinidad and Tobago? What have we learned from her? I remember one of her closest friends calling her deceptive. And she has the audacity to challenge Her Excellency, a lady of impeccable record. And Bruce, and I feel compelled then, Bruce, to call all of them, every one of them, the opposition leader, the imp, the pimp, and the chimp, a basket of the parables. And I feel happy when I read on the Express that the speaker is not going to give any one of them, those imps and pimps and chimps, the opportunity to sully the good name of Her Excellency. Yes. No, all they'll do is to vote.
That's right.
And we know where the vote is going to go. All they're going to do, they're not going to get a chance to say nothing, to put nothing on the record that is going to nasty the name of Her Excellency, because that is the plan. They want to put it on the record of Parliament, all the nasty and dirty things about this African woman. That's what they want to do. I want to thank the Speaker who has told us in advance that all they're going to do is to vote. I want to close by telling them, you know, Bruce, I grew up close to my grandmother, and I know when you do things like those, the grandmothers have a saying. I want to tell them, you know, I always talk, last time I talked about vengeance and Moko, one thing, right?
Yeah.
Tell the Bruce, here what I ending up with this one. It's another thing I hear my grandmother say. You know what my grandmother say, Bruce? And my grandmother not eat, you know. when you do things like that, you will eat the bread that the devil needs. You ever hear that?
Yeah, hear that one.
What did she mean? So I want to tell the opposition leader and every imp, pimp, and chimp, you see what you do there? All you will eat the bread that the devil need, whatever that need, that my grandmother say. Thank you very much, Bruce.
Thank you, Mr. Charles. So I'll be out of here in just a few. You know, I had to get a little parang. You know, the season is around the corner. I must end it off with a little parang music, you know. Before I do that, let me take this call. Caller, good morning.
Wait, let me turn down this radio. Mr. Charles, morning to you again. Chef, what my mother used to say about that, the bread that the devil needs. And hear what she used to say, with Victor Camus butter. I don't know what kind of butter that used to be. So you see the vengeance of Moko, she always used to say that. And that means that something bad is going to happen to you or whoever. And that Victor Camus butter is but a different type to margarine butter. Yes.
You learn something new every day, man.
Yes.
Oh gosh.
We miss you today, but whatever, we know you're a busy lady. You stay well, be safe, Right, Uncle Musa, I have to let you all know that I took my first dose of Sinopharm since last weekend. I was to tell you all that.
Nice,
and
nice.
I'm supposed to take my second shot on November 2nd.
Okay, nice.
So, right, so I'm doing good.
Very good,
yes.
very good.
All right, good, man. Yes.
So I already to give you a little parang. Okay, a little parang before we go, man.
Hey, what you want? Hey, what you want? I will get everything. What you want? Swing boss. Hey, get you what you want.
You know him as Sort Off International right here on the Street 919 FM. Mr. Zig Boss.
I met this girl looking grandy. Look fine, boy. She tell me to come by. She me come. As soon as I pull the curtain, oh girl, look at you. Everything was laid out for me. She want the sauce. I is the boss. She want the sauce. I is the boss. She want the sauce. She want the sauce. She want the sauce. She want the sauce. She have me put it there, leave it there, spread it there. Oh, mamacita. She have me put it there, leave it there.
Caller, good morning.
Good morning, I'm calling from Nova.
Hi, morning.
The whole eat the bread, the devil lead by his foot, not his hand. His foot.
Already. She want to ring this over, baby. She want the sauce. I is the boss.
Brand new 2021 Parang.
Sauce. I is the boss. She want the sauce. She want the sauce.
Caller, good morning.
Good morning again.
Morning.
Well, I listen to the time. It's a very good, you see, chronological order of events. This is what I like. Sorry. But what I like most about it is no debate about what's going on. It's a vote.
Yep.
And after that, Ms. Bicester, when you come on side here, you know, Mr. Shaka Bachun, when you reach in the girl, wait. Thank you very much, Bruce.
Thank you.
Funding in my children. Talk to Angostura. To make me a proud father. Yes, sir. You see me son every Christmas he on everyone's list. My twin son pick you. Before Christmas he done pass through. By me and you. Go down by La Luna. You go meet my Spanish daughter. She name 1 liter. Big daughter Maggie. She just make man happy, but drive me crazy. I have a daughter named File. That girl wicked and vile. Always in the latest style. Tiny one where I have no child. My big son feel he's a king. Always in everything. Every parang function, every parang set. They bring him out and I'll sing thank you Fernandez. For naming me children.
The man they call Mr. Famous.
Thank you Angostura. To make me a proud father. Say it father. Thank you Fernandez. For naming me children. Thank you Angostura. To make me a proud father. Yes, sir. E-R-X. Over S again. Yeah, well, I come to teach all about Parang and Soul.
No stranger to the Street 919 FM, Mr. Bongo Spear.
Well, Christmas morning, I call in my friends. Say, bring your instrument and yes, they gather all of them. We making a plan. Who we hitting first and what song we singing and who doing the first, cause that is Parang. Where I come from. Parang.
Caller, good morning.
Good morning, Bruce again.
Morning.
Bruce, and I'm saying this to the youth in Beetham Garden and in Laventer and Morven and so on, because I know a lot of people is trying to help and to get them jobs and, maybe a skill and so on. And I'm saying to these young people, are you willing to get up 5 o'clock in the morning? First thing, praising God. Well, in my case, God, I'll tell you, you can choose whatever you want to praise for your survival for another day, because you have to live. Are you willing to get up at a certain hour, do that, take care of your chores at home, put out your garbage? Are you willing, beside that, during the week, are you willing to clean the drain in front of you so your waterways can be cleared instead of going into your neighbor's thing? Are you willing to help the people in the area? Because you can train yourself as a carpenter, as a mason. If you can fix your home, right, at the meantime that you are not working, some community leader who has that skill can use you and charge the person, of course, to help repair the home while you are being trained. If you really want to help the youth, you can look that way. Okay, somebody has a house, so let me train you all in that skill. So you would be prepared, because I heard the Prime Minister last night saying that, excuse me, the contractors in Trinidad and Tobago bid for the road work, and they were able to do it. Yeah. So if you train yourself, you would be able, you have a skill. You don't have to wait, because the government could only employ so much, and maybe your brother and your mother, and you can get something out of that. But you too, when they leave, you too must be prepared to take their place. So it's not waiting on the government. There's a community center too. People can show you what to do and then do the on-the-job training itself. So if they tell you what has to be done, the discipline and everything, because you must be able to do something or understand what it is they're saying. And that's where you begin. If you are not prepared to work, nobody's prepared to hire you, right? And don't look, I want a job. You want a job, somebody have to create a business. And you have to help build that business. You cannot watch every time, I want to go home. You are home and you want to get out. You have to say, well, boss, I'm going to spend the extra hours and fix the shelf, fix the window, fix this, and prepare it for tomorrow morning. So when we come straight, ready to work. That you have to have that in mind, and you must be prepared to do that. Clean the drain in your area so you can get a CPAP job now, because you are a contractor and you know what you want to do. You have to look around your environment and see what you're doing for your environment. You can't walk out your house, you need cobwebbing, and you feel like cobwebbing, that in my chores and my mother's chores. Not at all. It's about all of us making a better place for us to live in.
Yes.
Okay, so take care.
Yes.
Again. Yeah, well, I come to teach all about Paramount South. Let me explain it. Well, Christmas morning, I calling my friends. Say, bring your instrument, and yes, they got all of them. We making a plan. Who we hitting first, and what song we singing, and who doing the first, and that is Param. Where I come from, Param. Well, that is Param. We drinks in me hand, Param. Yeah, man. Well, on to the next house. I'm feeling nice. You have to leave the people glass, but you can take the ice. We singing one more song, because we don't stick. And well, we shake the neighbor gate with pure Parang music. Well, that is Parang. Hey, where I come from, Parang. Palo seco, yeah, Parang. Instruments in me hand, Parang. Aye. Reading. Music. Baila. Amigo, baila. Hey. I don't want no African. I don't want no Indian. I don't want no Syrian or Caucasian, Ethiopian, Korean, no Lebanon.
man they call Impulse. Shiny noodles.
Shiny. One for the Christmas time. Better car, better bus, better truck. You can better motorbike too, you know. Ben.
I can't play this rhythm without playing my artist, okay?
Paradise, like in paradise, I will sacrifice for the paradise.
The beautiful Miss Nicole Graves.
The paradise. What we paranging is a good feeling. What we paranging, we know like worth living. What we paranging is a good feeling. What we paranging, we know like worth living. So let we dance, let we dance, let we dance. And parang is Christmas. So let we dance, let we dance, let we dance. And parang is Christmas. Levante. Let we trot to parang, sing the parang, dance to parang, enjoy sweet parang. Let we sway to parang, play the parang, lakare with parang, ramage the parang. Christmas is an exciting time, so we must parang and take a line. Come fast before the season pass. In one blast, you want the good times to last. Don't stress, worry, let's don't put yourself in a mess. Parang, come out and parang. I must suggest you highly blessed. This is a special request to parang. Come out and parang. What we paranging is a good feeling. What we paranging, we know like worth living. What we paranging is a good feeling. What we paranging, we know like worth living. So let we dance, let we dance, let we dance. And parang is Christmas.
So at this time, I give you the word for today, and it's forgiveness. I am caring for myself when I forgive. When I offer forgiveness to others, I am giving loving care to myself. Through forgiveness, I lighten my emotional load and let go of what does not serve me. My feelings of hurt or anger may be valid, but I am not helping myself by holding on to them. Like a barricade of leaves, sticks, and debris in a river, a buildup of resentment and anger stops the healthy flow of my emotions. Being unwilling to forgive others or myself creates stagnation that holds back any feelings, even joy or gratitude. As I relax and release old hurts, I remove blockades to let my emotions flow. I honor this process and have compassion for myself. Forgiveness creates a lightness in my heart. Newly cleansed, I continue my healing journey. Hatred stirs up strife, but love covers all offenses. Proverbs 10:12. So guys, that's all the time we have for today. It was a pleasure being in your company. It was a pleasure having you in mind. And as you know, I leave you with some parang music, yes, by Miss Afisha. Play more parang. Ciao.
Christmas morning, I hanging up your curtain while waiting on a bun to go house parang. 10 minutes later, the phone stopped to ring. Tony calling to head up arming. We didn't kill we queen. We reach up like a sea, we sing mountain tune and we tell we belly.
Wash off fish, that food is good.
So now it's time to go, but they asking for more. So we get a parang, play more parang, sing the parang, parang, parang. We get a parang, play more parang, sing the parang, parang, parang. Up in Paramin, sweet parang songs we playing, everybody dancing and singing with me. Christmas in the air, so it's love and joy we sharing, 'cause we just love to see all the families happy. Then we say we heading up to another house to play some more parang. But Cassie answer one more song when I start the show, they bringing out more harm. So we get a parang, play more parang, sing the parang, parang, parang. We get a parang, play more parang, sing the parang, parang, parang.
expressed are not necessarily the views of the management of the Street 919 FM.
Yo, make some noise for our Calypso Queen, Terry Lyons. Spread some joy, baby.
Hey, let me see all the joy of hands in the air. Like why all the try. Let me see. You're proud to be alive right now. Everybody up there. You can't take my joy. They can't take my joy. That's why I'm still winning. Just like this. My lessons. All the beautiful people. Still winning. Just like this. Come to my blessing. Oftentimes, life gets so hard. Trust me, I know that. Trust me, I know that. And oftentimes, I can't seem to find any motivation. It's only frustration. I can't afford to slow the pace. Now is not time to lose the face. One thing I know, my rates are vital.